Hi everyone, hi, I'm Kim, nice to finally meet you. Thanks for joining me this evening. So I'm going to introduce EFT to you. I hope you can hear me on this. It's an easy to learn yet a powerful tool that's really helped me and it's helped a lot of my clients. I must stress though that doing the tapping on these Facebook Lives this week is not enough. It's an introduction to a tool, it's teaching a tool, but you really need to use it every day, 3 times a day at least, to really see a change in your life, in your behaviours, in how you feel, you know, the feeling more relaxed, feeling more calm. So just to be aware of that. So just to say, how does tapping work? How does EFT work? Well, imagine that you're not that happy with giving speeches, as a lot of us aren't, and I was to ask you to give a speech in front of, say, 100 people. The chances are you'd start to feel a little bit nervous, you know, may feel quite sort of like a bit queasy, a bit sick in your stomach, have a lot of nausea, but you also might have a you know, dry throat, sort of blocks in your throat, dry mouth, racing heart, sweaty palms, you know. Well, we call that negative energy in our body, and what we try and do there is we tap on meridian energy points. Now they're similar to acupuncture points, but we don't use needles, we just tap, and they're mainly on the face and on the hands, and we just focus on the issue that we want to work on whilst tapping. We feel the emotion that we're feeling, and it just helps to let that negative emotions go and just feel more calm and relaxed. So I'm going to teach you the tapping sequence, and I'll go over the points with you. But when I start doing the tapping, I want you to follow me. I want you to tap along with me, tapping all the points, but also I want you to repeat my words after me. I'm going to be giving you a guideline, and almost sort of starting off when we do it, I'll repeat my words after you to give you an indication of when I want you to do it. But then I'll just leave a blank and I'll let you just repeat the words after me. If I'm saying something that doesn't seem relevant to you, or you feel that there's other words that would be better, just say those. It's whatever is relevant to you. Obviously, I'm just guessing here, and you need to use the words that are relevant to you. I also, oh, hi Claire. Hi, nice, thanks for joining me. Okay, so I'm just basically explaining a bit about the EFT and how it works, but you can catch up on that on the recording. But basically, in a nutshell, it was about, you know, we tap on meridian energy points similar to acupuncture points. They're mainly on the face, mainly on the hands, and it's about allowing our negative emotions to just be released and allowing us to feel more calm and more relaxed. I also, just to recap, I mentioned that it's not enough to just, I'm just basically introducing and teaching you this tool, but you need to keep using it every day, and sort of like for at least 3 times a day if you need to. And some people will be at different stages than others, so it's just whatever feels relevant for you, but you need to keep going, keep going with this until you feel a change in yourself. So, okay, so I'm going to be tapping. I want you to be following along with me. I want you to repeat what I say. If there's anything, you know, if you get any voices in your head, sort of like objecting or kind of protesting or arguing against anything that's being said, just kind of like make a note of that, be aware of that. Because those are barriers or blocks or whatever you want to call them, and they will need working on too. So, as I say, if you feel that there's words more relevant to you, please feel free to use those instead. if you want to comment any question or issues or objections that are coming up as we go along, write them down, comment in the box, and I'll try and work through these too as we're going along. So the tapping sequence, the tapping points are, we start with what we call the karate chop point for obvious reasons. It's just the fleshy underside of the hand. You can use either side, it doesn't matter. And what we're looking for is not really dainty taps, but we're not looking for real slaps either. So it's just sort of like firm, brisk taps. And so we start on the karate chop point, and then we go to the top of the head, and then we go to what's the start of the eyebrow, just where your eyebrow starts there. And then we go to the side of the eye. There's kind of like a bony part just at the side of the eye there. So you tap on that. And then you have under the eye. There's sort of like a bony part just under the eye. So you just tap on that. And then under the nose. And it's almost like there's a ridge between your nose and your top lip. And if you just tap on that ridge, then you go to under the mouth, and again there's a ridge just on your chin there, between your mouth and on your chin, if you tap on there. And then you have sort of like what we call the collarbone point, and I usually say if you just kind of like slap along your collarbone there, then you're going to get that, that's absolutely fine. And then if you can see there's an underarm point, and for a woman it's basically where your bra strap is. So if you just sort of like tap under your arm there, I know it sounds really crazy, absolutely. I mean, when I was first introduced to this, I thought it was a complete load of mumbo jumbo. I thought there's no way that this could possibly work, but I'm amazed by it still at the results it has. So the next one is the next ones are the fingertip points, and it's basically the sides of your fingers. So starting with the thumb, and it's where the nail meets the skin. So you're just tapping on the side of your finger, on the thumb, the next finger, the fourth finger, little finger, and then back to the karate chop point. And that is the whole sequence. And I know it sounds like, oh, I never remember that, but honestly, after a few goes of having a go, it's really easy to learn. And it is really, really simple. That's why I love it. I absolutely love it, because although I work with people during sessions on this, they go away, they use it on themselves as a self-help technique, and they get so good results. So that's the tapping sequence. Okay, so Claire, you suggested actually that you wanted to look at thinking of food as evil. It makes me feel fat, and some foods are more evil than others. Fruit and veg are your angel foods, but potatoes, pizza, pasta, chocolate, cakes and cheese are basically evil foods. Yeah, okay, yeah. I know that one, and you're definitely not alone with that one either. Okay, so basically I use this tapping, I use the EFT to help change the mindset. I use it to help with any negative beliefs that you have about yourself, any past events that are keeping you stuck, that's still bothering you, etc. But just now, because this is, that's too much to go into in a Facebook Live, far too complex, far too in-depth. But just to show you, this is a way of trying to help you feel calm and relaxed. Now, as I said, I don't expect you to just within a few minutes of tapping for you to be like, oh, absolutely no worries, I feel so much different now, on top of the world, and everything's changed, and I never have to feel that way again. These are thoughts, and these are beliefs that you've had with you for quite a while. They're very ingrained, very inbred, and so this is about just introducing something to you that if you continue to tap along, you continue to use it, it will start to help. And the thing is, as I say to all my clients, you know, it's a brilliant tool. I've seen it work so well for so many different people, but it's like having the greatest lawnmower in the shed. You know, if you don't get it out, you don't use it, the grass still needs cutting, you know. And I know it's tricky, I know it's hard, and you know, this is scary. I know that. I've been there, and it is really, really scary. But this is the less scary tool that I know, because doing the tapping helps with the scariness. It helps kind of bring the fear down as well. You know, it just really, really helps. So, and that's why I'm so keen to teach it to you guys. Okay, so we're going to start tapping now. As I say, I want you to follow me, tap along with me, repeat after me. I'm going to guide you for the first sort of like few statements, and then I'm going to just basically leave a gap and you can repeat after me too. But it's really important that you kind of work along with me. It's no good just watching me tap away and say these things. You have to do it too. You have to be, like I said, lawnmower, shed, you need to be motivated to get it out and work with it. Okay, so here we go. So we start off with the karate chop point, just tapping them on there. First, firm wrist taps, as I said. So, even though I think that food is evil, I think that food is evil. I completely love and accept myself. I completely love and accept myself. Even though I am convinced that food is evil, I completely love and accept myself anyway. I completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I am adamant that food is evil, I completely love and accept myself. I completely love and accept myself. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the tapping on the top of the head and down the sequence. I'm just going to leave a blank, so I want you to fill in the gaps, okay? Just repeat after me. Food makes me fat. Some foods are more evil than others. Fruit and veg are angel foods. And they're safe. But others, like pizza, chocolate and cakes, and other carbs, are evil foods. I just hate thinking about food. I feel so guilty. I feel so tortured. Food makes me fat. Some foods are more evil than others. Fruit and veg are my angel foods and are safe. But others, like pizza, chocolate and cakes, and other carbs, are evil foods. I just hate thinking about food. I so hate thinking about food. Thinking about food is a complete nightmare. I am tormented by food. It's always around me. I can't stop thinking about food. It is everywhere. everywhere that I go, in every social situation there is always food. I feel tortured by food. I feel so guilty about food. I felt like this for so long, and I can't imagine it being any different. I just feel so guilty about food. I hate thinking about food. Food makes me fat. Food is evil. Some foods are more evil than others. Fruit and veg are okay. They are safe. But pizza, chocolate and cakes, and cheese and other carbs are just plain evil. And I just hate thinking about food. I feel so guilty. I feel so tortured. But if I think that food is evil, it gives me an excuse not to eat. Is it me that thinks food is evil? Or is it my eating disorder? Is food evil for everyone? Or is it just me? I know lots of people who eat carbs and they're not evil and they're not fat. It's a well-known fact that I need food in order to survive, and that includes carbs. And some treat foods are recommended too, as part of a healthy diet. Maybe it's just all about balance. Because when I deprive myself of the foods I love to hate and the foods I hate to love, that's when I tend to overindulge. And that's when I feel guilty. And that's when I hate myself. And I feel like I've lost control. But what if I could let go of these thoughts? That food is evil. If I had to stand in front of a judge and give evidence, would they believe me that food is evil? Is it a fact? Or is it my eating disorder messing with my head? My eating disorder taught me that food was evil to stop me from eating, so that I would fail and my eating disorder would win. I'm holding on to everything that has been taught to me, as it keeps me safe and in control. But how safe and in control do I feel right now? Maybe there's another way. Maybe I could let these negative thoughts and guilt and fear go. because let's face it, it hasn't helped me so far. And this determination to stay skinny and not put on weight, where has that got me? Feeling terrible, that's where. I know it's scary to change, but what if it's not as scary as my imagination is telling me? What if the reward is worth the effort, is worth trying to change? I may have tried before. I may have tried loads of times, but I've never tried this. And I have the choice now to continue listening to my eating disorder, knowing that I'm never going to be happy, and I'll waste even more precious years. Or I can decide that things need to change, and I can start to let all this negativity go that's been put there by my eating disorder. I can choose a new path towards a life where I feel good about myself, and I no longer need my eating disorder to stay in control. I can do this. Look at what I've survived so far. I want to do this. I need to do this. I deserve to do this. And I choose to feel calm, relaxed, and at peace with myself and with food. Food is not evil. Food is a necessity. If I want to win this race, I need to eat. And if I choose to eat healthily, with just a few treats, every now and again, what's to feel guilty about? Why should I feel guilty about that? Lots of other people do that. They have a balanced menu. They eat balanced meals. They don't deprive themselves of anything, so they don't crave anything. They eat when they're hungry. They stop when they're full. They eat slowly, and they enjoy every mouthful, savouring all those tastes without feeling guilty, just letting that guilt go, just letting all that guilt go. There is nothing to feel guilty about. People every day eat. It is natural. It is not wrong. There is nothing wrong about eating. It's just what the eating disorder is telling you. And you can choose another way. I choose not to listen anymore. I choose to believe in me. I choose to know what's best for me. And yes, I am confused. because the eating disorder has been ruling my life for so long. But I know deep down in my gut, what's really right for me. And I know that it's okay. It's fine to eat. It's okay to eat. It's safe to eat. I am safe. I'm okay. I'm fine. There is nothing at all to feel guilty about. So I choose now to let go of any guilt and any fear that I had around food and what it means. And I choose to believe that it's okay. No food is going to hurt me as much as my eating disorder. And I choose to believe that. Hi Sarah, we've just nearly finished now, but please go through the recording and catch up with this. It'd be great for you to do this. There is no food that will hurt me as much as my eating disorder. So I let go of the fear, I let go of the guilt, and I choose to feel calm, relaxed, and at peace with myself. Just take a deep breath there and let it go. Okay, Claire, you still with us? How did you find that? I hope you sort of managed to do the tapping. I did kind of go a bit fast there at the end, so sometimes I tend to get a bit carried away. So I hope you had enough time to join in with that. I hope that you found that of benefit. I hope you managed to tap along with me. Claire, that was great. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. And obviously, as I say, just keep going through the recording. You know, it's like riding a bike. You know, it's always practice, practice, practice. And like I said, good girl, well done. I'm really proud of you. Really, really proud of you. Well done. So yeah, just keep at it. You know, these are inbred stuff. You know, these inbred thoughts, behaviours that you've carried on for a long time. It's not gonna, you know, if I really, really wish that I had a magic wand that I could just wave and everybody would be, you know, living so positively and no issues, and you know, but unfortunately I can't. But this is the best, this is the nearest thing that I know, and I am so passionate about teaching this. I wish I could teach it in all the schools to, you know, to teenagers and children and stuff, to really help them so they have a tool for life, because I think it would be really beneficial. So, thanks very much. Thanks, Claire, for so much for joining me. It's really, really great. I love that you're really supportive in the group, and I really, really appreciate that. So, if you know of anybody else that might benefit from learning about this, please share with them, or invite them to the group so that they can, they can join in. Again, keep tapping, and a few more times, and then I will be back again tomorrow evening, same time, 7:30 live, and we will be looking at, again, Claire, recommendation from you is about the number on the scales, which I think is another really, really relevant point. A lot of fear around the scales, I understand that. So let me know how you get on. Be great to hear how you get on. If you have any further questions, you know, you sort of go away and you do some tapping and then you think, oh, I wish I'd have asked that, just pop them in the comments, and I'll look at those when they come through. So thank you again so much for joining me this evening. Again, I hope it's been beneficial. Really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And yeah, I mean, you could have been watching EastEnders or Coronation Street or something, so I do feel very privileged. Okay, thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow evening at 7:30 again. All right, take care. Love you loads. Bye.